السلام عليكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيد الخلق وأشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. First of all, I want to thank you for coming here today. I looked at the questions. I'm happy actually that the questions are blunt and to the point about things that are on your minds. When I was asked to give this lecture, I was asked to speak generally about Islam, and from my experience, I know showering you with my knowledge might be entertaining for some time, but what I care about is actually help you with the knowledge and the benefit that I got myself of the knowledge of Islam. So my goal is to address your questions and concerns. But before we answer the questions, and we have a lot of questions today, and they're all interesting topics, I want us to speak about the why. That is the most important thing. What is Islam? Is Islam some kind of ideology or a way of life that my parents happen to be born in a country that is predominant and then I'm forced to follow what they do, regardless what it is? What is Islam? Islam is a way of life. Islam, is the straight path from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through which the end result, if I follow it, if I benefit from it, I would live the most prosperous, joyful, satisfying, fulfilling life on my way to the ultimate real life. This is a train station stop where we're waiting for actually to take a train to go where we're going to truly live. The real life is the eternal life with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every single day, no matter where you are, where you're from, who you are, you have to make decisions. Should I be doing this now or something else? Should I make a right turn or left turn? There's a lot of people that somewhere now preparing to drink liquors and do all kind of sins and devastation to themselves in the name of the new year. However, you made the choice to be here. Life is a collection, an amalgamation of a lot of choices. And if your choices are correct, and this applies to every human being on the face of the planet, then you would get the benefit of your correct choices. If your choices are wrong, then you are going to bear the consequences of these choices. If I tell you, and maybe this is a big question, but listen to it. If I tell you, the most successful financial investor in the history of mankind, that is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett made $60 billion from scratch. If I told you that Warren Buffett is going to be your advisor about anything financial from now till the day you die, wouldn't you be happy? Wouldn't you feel that you're protected about your well-being financially? If I told you that Dr. Oz or Dr. Majid Ali, who are, subhanAllah, doctors that people travel from continent to continent to get medical advice so they can live the healthiest life. If I told you one of these doctors would personally care for you and give you medical advice about how you can be so healthy for the rest of your life, wouldn't you be happy? If I told you that you'd be protected by Obama, if I told you that the best legal mind in the world would come and give you legal advice so people would not take advantage of you, and so on and so forth, wouldn't you be happy? In the matter of fact, it's impossible, no matter how wealthy you are, that you can hire these people for services to give you the financial and health and legal services possible. Yet, it's not none of these. It is the creator of heavens and earth himself, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with his kindness and generosity, give you better advice than whatever advice that they can give you on a silver platter, how you can live the utmost and be the most successful. Our religion is about success. Have you heard the adhan before? All of us have heard the adhan, right? What is the adhan about? Hey, Muslims, come to what? To salah. Hayya ala salah. We hear this so many times. Is it the real goal? No. Even salah itself is a tool for the purpose of which the prayers are made. Hayya ala salah, hay, upon what? Come to what? Al-falah. Falah is what? Success. To be successful in everything. Is it something that I'm making up? The most successful people in history in everything that they have done are none other than the companions of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. The largest empire at their time was the Roman Empire. It took him 800 years to control the 3 known continents at the time. The Muslims, starting from a harsh desert that had absolutely nothing, covered more area than the Roman Empire and the Persian Empire in less than 81 years. Anything that you have right now, this iPhone that people are saying, you know, Steve Jobs is such a genius, a scholar, a sheikh with a big beard and a big garb who's Muslim, his name is Khawarizmi. He's the one who invented algorithms without which you could not have software, you could not have the iPhone. The fundamental rock of modern knowledge, which is algebra. Algebra is none but the Arabic word al-jabr, making fractions whole. And it was specifically invented by sheikhs with long garbs and big beards to calculate the inheritance rights that are given to men and women for the first time in the middle of 7th century. The fundamental of medicine, the fundamental of chemistry, in the matter of fact, secularism. Modern societies and liberalism, the founder of European secularism is none other than Averroes. Who's Averroes? Is none other than Ibn Rushd, who's one of the most profound comparative fiqh scholars in Islam. Wow, what is the common factor of all these people? Islam empowered them to not only benefit themselves, not only benefit everyone around them, Muslim or non-Muslim, but benefit humanity even after generations. So when we tell you, do this and do not do that, that is actually what people pay dearly for to find the right thing to do. Islam is the right thing to do. When we tell you halal and haram, what is halal and haram? Let's ask Creator of heavens and earth, what is halal and haram? In Surah Al-A'raf, that is chapter 9, number 157, He tells us, وَيُحِلُّ لَهُمُ الطَّيِّبَاتِ وَيُحَرِّمُ عَلَيْهِمُ الْخَبَائِثِ وَيَضَعُ عَنْهُمْ إِصْرَهُمْ وَالْأَغْلَالَ الَّتِي كَانَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ. Whatever that is good in life, whether you know it or not, we have limited comprehension. Whatever we know what's good for us or not, whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us is halal, that is actually what's good for us. And whatever is hurtful, harmful for us, whether we know it or not, whether we can see it right now, that damage, short term or long term, because it's harmful, that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it haram for us. And no wonder harm and haram are almost the same word. This is Islam. Benefits you, protects you, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ghaniyun 'anil 'alamin. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not need anything from you. And when we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you should wiggle. You should fear. And just to get an idea, before inshallah we get into your questions and try to answer them as fast as we can. Anyone knows how fast the speed of light is? 300,000 kilometers per second. 300,000 kilometers per second. With that tremendous speed, the universe, which is not but one of the creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if light starts traveling from one point in the universe, the beginning of it, it needs 13.8 billion years to reach the end. Do not try to imagine how huge and stupendous that size of the universe is, because it's unimaginable. And that is but a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when we say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said this, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted you to do this, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes to do that, you should fear,